Please join me in this invocation. You who would learn the wisdom of hidden things and traverse the avenues of shadow beneath the stars, heed this song of pain that was chanted by one who went unseen before you, that you may follow the singing of his voice across the windblown sands that obscure the marks of his feet. Each who goes into the empty space walks alone, but where one has gone, another may follow.
Namaste, namaskaram.
My dear esteemed viewer, let's discuss the temple. In various ancient Egyptian texts, the temple or pylon is described as follows. As the pillars of heaven, a temple, like the heavens, abiding upon their four pillars, shining like the horizon of heaven, a place of rest for the Lord of Netru, the gods, made like his throne that is in heaven, like Ra when he rises in the horizon, like Atum's great house of heaven. So, my dear esteemed viewer, that is one description of a temple. Of course, ultimately, a temple resides in your heart space and in your mind, and the harmony thereof and the congruence thereof. That's the outer door of the temple. And the inner chambers of the temple, then it becomes a harmonization between your conscious and your subconscious. The temple analogy can be viewed in many different ways. The temple itself, the space of the temple. Now, of course, in Egypt, where the great pyramids are, Giza, that area, so long ago, Tooth and the cedar races of the Nine, that area of the Giza Plateau mirrors exactly the star constellations in Sirius and the Orion Belt. Those geographical locations were methodically discovered, planned out, executed. That temple and that ley line, that energy section of this part of our planet, yes, that does matter. Those temples are still there. The ley lines, the geographical spots, all that, and especially now we're in the Lion's Gate. What's today, the 6th? 8/8, in 2 days, Monday, we will be directly in the Sirius alignment of the Lion's Gate portal, infinity 8/8. But ultimately, the temple is wherever you designate it, wherever you build it, and they will come. Here's one example. I highly recommend this book for any neophytes or anybody who's caught up or somehow worried about why did they move the temples? Why? What's the point of your question? Do you need directions? Here. So I recommend The Secret Temple, Robert Wang, and this goes into great detail. That right there is a temple. There are the pillars and all. I mean, that if you understand what this is all about, that is the manifestation. And that could be in that guy's garage. It could be in his closet. Ultimately, the temple, like I said, is in your mind. That's why, you have a digression, if you will, or a evolution from ceremonial magic, where the accoutrements and all of the panoply of the temple were part of the process of merging the conscious and subconscious together, of invoking the proper atmosphere, all that you saw. Then you got into chaos magic, where it was less physical accoutrements, and then you began to charge sigils and such. Magic, it can basically, as the definition of the conscious mind, simply the conscious mind sending the instructions to the subconscious, and the harmonization thereof manifesting in your environment, your world. All is consciousness. So the temple, why did they move the temple? I don't know. Are you alive? Are you cognizant? Are you thinking? Do you have full command over all of your human components? Then you are the temple. The temple is alive as long as you're alive. But those particular spots in that particular part of Kemet, ancient Kemet, very fascinating. That area and what it represents, and the harmonization between the cosmos and that particular point in the Giza Plateau, and not to mention that Mount Hermon is a stargate. That is a functional, fully activated stargate. So if you're saying why did they move him, like as if the power was gone from that area, keep studying, keep subscribing, keep watching videos, keep learning. The temple is in your mind. The temple is you.
Namaste. Namaskaram.